Spirit Breaker.
Oh. Everyone, welcome to AD2L playoffs between potential and low prio gods. We joined partway through the draft. Team has first Dazzle, which failed this patch so far. Now, new ability places Weave.
Radiance ban.
AoE armor reduction, which is strong. Low prio gods very quickly pick Dark Seer. I was reading just before a strategy that uses the two heroes together where it was surge charge, as I believe charge damage is now based on movement speed, makes Spiritbreaker do a lot of damage. So that's hold on. That's my mic. Seems like it's a little falling
10 seconds to go.
active right.
5 seconds.
That's test test trying to make sure it's not too high. Okay, so Nature's Prophet banned out as it was Alchemist. Same thing also picked up by Potential. Not sure why, but or I guess the Chain of Sandstorm makes it better hero, as he has a bit of an AoE that he can sit in invisibly and things, which makes it a little bit like, especially if you have any AoE stun, be able to stun
10 seconds
directly
to
in the middle
go.
of Sandstorm and get him. You have to have some
5
protection.
seconds.
Magnus banned out by low prio gods, so or why I have to minimum up to date yet on all this.
Radiance pick.
This patch,
Phantom Assassin.
Gay is one of the few that I do know. Apparently, she has a very high success rate. So that should be good pickup for Prio Gods. How
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
So dipping into now a little bit, we'll see what Exponential has in back pocket. Go against this assassin. Place my microphone better.
Dyer's pick.
Ogre. So changes to Ogre has made his multicast not buff his abilities anymore, but he can multicast items. Is a pretty good improvement hero, I feel. So we'll have to see how that plays.
10 seconds to go.
Somewhat of a cheese build where you get Midas and
5
multicast
seconds.
Midas on a creep wave to accelerate your farm, or if he goes something a little bit more utility commit, Force Staff or something, or potentially just raw damage with Ag, so you can you could always but maybe a Dagon or something to multicast that damage. Have to see what it is. I think that I'll probably be playing that with Fandy will be
Radiant's pick.
Dazzle. Low Pro Gods pick up Rubik. Rubik had some changes. His E spell now, or his ulti now, he is cooled for a bit of a cast time when he spells. That nerfed him a little in that regard, but for his passive now, I think it's no longer toggleable, but it
10 seconds to go.
Some benefits where I think it causes status effects to us on it. Or yeah, so spell amplification and debuff amp. 44% debuff amp is basic.
Dire's ban.
For team now they've picked up Viper, the with deep amp. He's strong. Poison touch amplifying that.
10 seconds to go.
Overall, I think that's probably a good pick.
5 seconds.
Counter the Dazzle. Team potential with the Viper. So that's, I think, to counter the Phantom Assassin, as the Nether Toxin does apply break. Allow potential to actually do some blur. At a later level, Viper could also silences. So PA, unless she has a BKB,
Radiant's ban.
Can't blink out of the Nether Toxin. One more thing, I guess, that makes PA relevant now was changed. It no longer it's a now and has an activatable component that it's worded as can be activated to blur her bottle, causing it possible to see. So no longer, I believe, has the passive invisibility when she's outside of range of heroes, but when she casts it, she can't be seen on the minimap or by smoke or wards. The only thing I guess she would be seen by is scan, and of course it still applies the evasion. So Low Pro God's last ban was a Terrorblade. I think that's probably targeting Fireman, but now taken up to playing the offlane, which I had to guess from current suite of that would probably be a End King in the unless they're playing a core on the table, but sounds unlikely. As for Low Pro Gods, I believe they have their carry. They have, I think, their offlane duo in the Dark Seer Airbreaker and a safe lane support Rubik. So
Radiant's pick
are also looking for their mid lane hero. Team potential Bandit Invoker, which it is one of Low Pro God's more strong heroes, so that's a good targeted ban towards players. For a potential
10 seconds to go.
Or
5 seconds.
38 seconds remaining to figure out that. Have to wait. Really burning rooftop.
Dire's pick.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. His ult got changed now, so you can go, I think, more damage items on Jug, as it just applies regular attacks. It's no longer before where his ulti did, I think it was physical damage nukes, but they were a fixed
10 seconds to go.
Amount, and he ended up focusing on attack speed.
5 seconds.
If you had a certain rate of attack speed, you were able to real physical attacks in between intervals of the magic damage attacks. But now he just does physical damage, so damage items are a bit better on Jug now. So we'll have to see how that works out for team potential. Overall, I think with Ogre's Bloodlust, he's going to be able to up the Juggernaut's farming speed, and Viper as well with more attack speed. Just spits out more damage, so that's good.
Storm
Time to
Spirit!
pick some of these folks.
And Storm from Low Prio Gods, which I think is pretty good. They only have Ogre Sand King as their potential done. So picking heroes, yeah. So Fireman taking the Sand King to the offlane, saw on the Dazzle. That I didn't expect. And Carl on Viper. So Carl to mid. So we'll just wait for hero selection and done. We'll just wait for strategy time to complete, and then we can game and get started. Game 1 of AD2L. Yes, playoffs. Add a timer to see how much time is left here. Seems interesting. Well. Oh, wow. So.
It's all coming together.
Death
Everybody
at my
get set.
hands is an honor.
That perked me up a bit.
Very good.
So.
From the experts.
Okay. So our lanes, Carl mid lane on the Viper. It looks like Fireman and Bandy are going to the safe lane with the Sand King and the Ajay. So Fireman is playing position this game. It looks like actual up
30 seconds to go.
or on the Juggernaut. Gonna go offlane to directly contest against the Phantom Assassin. Daw playing the Dazzle, and Roy for Low Prowl Gods. Roy on the on the Rubik Star. Broad God on the Phantom Assassin.
The game is on.
Storm Spirit and Prophet playing Spearbreaker, and AMLV the Dark Soup.
Your life, much like your head, lacked a point.
Starting items, Storm immediately has, I believe, a spell probably superior to him. Yep, so I'm going to the south. He starts off with Angle South, Carl. Angle South, he went for a Wraith Band, starting him with two Tangos. Storm got affected pretty significantly by the changed movement speed, as now he's super slow. He's already pretty slow, but now doesn't gain as much boots as he used to. Other than his top lane, this is probably where most of the action I think will be.
Denied.
Heroes, before just trying to CS against Phantom Assassin. Good. Down bottom, kind of doubt if we have two Strength Heroes, two in heroes, but Darkseer is relatively tanky. Spearbreaker is very tanky. Gonna have a bit of a all the lane, I think, there. Spearburger did drop a little low, but another go a bit on certain investment. CS chart. Yeah, currently leading CS 8-1. Doug's 6-1, so not too far behind. Only about 100 gold worth of CS. So keeping pace up here in this offlane. The mid lane, Viper only is doing relatively well, 8 and 4 to Storm 5-1. He's also starting to bring then. Carl did bring out a salve with his right hand, and Storm gets forced to actually pop feet. Too far away for Carl to be able to break that. Down bottom, tries to drop his help, Storm surge away out of there. Spearburger let's charge, and then gonna get Ion Shell here, slow, but he's slowed down by poison. Fanny throws out the stun, but level 1 over stun does almost no damage. Exceed it. Minus 25%. That's for done. So all lanes going relatively well for both teams. Ogre with a couple denies compared to the Spearburger. Gonna be winning a little bit on gold, but we're talking like 30 gold at that rate. Ogre's just trying to like frontline the Ion Shield creeps. Spearburger left keyworded and then immediately canceled. So that's
You'll see no gold.
yeah, need to
Denied.
being Ogre. Right clicking, he still has 5 tangos, 1 salve, and 3 stick charges, so he has a lot of regen. Probably not tiny anything. Spearbreaker. Gonna go check for the 4-minute rune bottom. It's the 2-minute rune's still there. Rune, like we're setting up for a game. Brings out the rune. Drops a ward down, so good lane ward for the Storm Spirit. Or pardon me, rune ward. Up top, go forward doing really well in the CS. 17 yeah, keeping pace though. Bottom, Fireman getting his farm on too. He looks like he's going for a Vanguard first item, so that should make him the tanky Scorpion. Oh, pretty far, but okay. Lane, Carl, 17 and 13, so tons of denies compared to Storm. To Storm 12 and 5, Carl is being charged on by the Spearbreaker, but I don't think there's enough damage to actually bring him down. Oh, 1 bash. Wait for the lucky bash. Gets the overcharge call. Gonna drop the poison onto the Spearbreaker. He's dropping more, but Spearbreaker's actually gonna fall.
You just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun.
The Dazzle TP's it. Gets the Grave off to save him, and gives him. This does leave 204 on the top lane, but
Selfish.
he's just gonna bounty rune.
I'll take that as tribute.
So bounty runes went 3-1. 204 smartly waits for the Rubik to bounty rune. He doesn't have pace, but he gets cliffed. That's a cliff. Okay, that is a cliff counter 1. Go for it. He does have a TP scroll, but I don't know why he's not using it. Bottom lane, Fireman using his he is dropping low, but stun coming up from Vandy. He create the distance between him and the Spearbreaker. Good. And he's actually dropping low himself. Vandy has another stun too, but the Salve's gonna get there. Stun coming up from Fireman. He's gonna drop to, I believe, the burn of Ignite. So this late stage going well for team potential. Up 2 kills. Darks are gonna drop back. I think trying up. Firm been forced to the lane and just or I guess probably waiting for
Invisibility!
a bit. Viper does pick up an Invis Room, but he does not yet have a, he doesn't have a bottle, so he might just be looking, he's looking for the storm in the jungle, but he is looking north and east, so not getting into it a little bit. He is level 6 now, Storm's still level 5 for only, I think, one more creep wave, so if Carl's gonna go on this, he needs to go now. He's gonna start off with the poison attack, the poison attack from the Viper Strike. He doesn't have enough mana, he's got enough mana for one more poison strike. I think the storm is gonna fall. Yeah, he does, Carl does get charged on, but he's safe Vanity with the BM tip. Prophet does come in for the charge. He does have Autumn Chill on him, but he's not gonna go any further. Just the one shot into Carl would be like, what are you doing killing my Storm Spirit? I don't really knows what to move guard, but I'm not these players. Fireman, now that Storm Spirit, or Spirit Breaker, pardon me, is gone out of the lane, is underneath his tower a little bit, pressuring the MLV, so that's gonna be good. Fireman still doing very well for CS, tied with the Phantom Assassin at 38. Jug being stuck on that cliff for a while did fall behind a little bit. He's 29 and 4, but that shouldn't be unsurmountable. Spiritbreaker is top here. There looks like they're in one draw. Stunned. Skin comes out, stunned. So 4. Grave comes out. Lift. Pushes him back. Poison Touch comes out. Gonna pop the wand, so it's gonna heal up to a 4. Good TP from Fanny. Gets a return kill on the Spiritbreaker. They're chasing down Roy. Rubik slowed up. He has Fade in 1, but he's cutting through the trees. They're trying to, and he's just getting run down. Gonna get daggered, so it's gonna slow true for him. And then, but Fire Blast coming up with Dandy, and then P8 did jump in. Spiritbreaker's back up, charging on Skillfor. Skillfor is gonna spin to a bunch of damage. Dandy's gonna get charged by the Spiritbreaker. Dazzle coming in the deal, drops Spiritbreaker down a little bit lower. Phantom Assassin still not level 6, so still doesn't have her crit. You know, dagger coming out onto the Juggernaut again. Charge again coming out for the Juggernaut. Jug's dropping low. Steel Bomb comes out. The Spiritbreaker is dropping very, very low, but then Jug's actually in the fall. Storm does make his rotation in. Carl also TP's in, so nobody's in the lane. Carl gets the poison attack off onto the Phantom Assassin. The Phantom Assassin is going to walk away top 3, and that was actually a good rotation from both mid laners.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
Get something to happen. Prophet almost died a second time, almost immediately after respawning. He sees that ward, but he doesn't go for the ward. Gonna leave it for his boy Roy. Fireman down bottom here. He's very close to his Vanguard, so that's gonna be a good item timing for him. And then he looks like he's going straight Crimson, so get some damage mitigation against the Phantom Assassin, which is a good tactic. Roy's still not level 6, so can't spell steal. Coming up to 10 minutes, so Boundaries, Bandy bottom makes the good motion to secure that. So it looks like it's probably gonna be a 3-for-1 for Boundaries. 204 comes down the hill. Gonna get it from the Spiritbreaker. So I actually
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
The Darkseer does actually at the bottom one, so a 3-for-1 for Boundaries. But Dazzle is in trouble.
Dire's
He does have a
mid
heal
tower could use a little
into,
help.
but he's not. But Skill Force still also not level 6, only 1 creep away, so that will let him use his Omni Slash, which is good. Yeah, he has hit level 6. So that will allow her
Dire's mid tower won't last much
to
longer.
do things.
Good night.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Can't do nothing about Dire's structures right now.
Yeah, you can jump in, but they just hold, so Flame's gonna push back into Dire. They are still farming, so that's one thing
Dire's
to
mid tower
factor in,
needs a
is
little
that
help.
farming longer seems to be a bit more common. Meanwhile, Viper just gonna retower in the lane. Carl does get the
Dire's
last
mid
hit.
tower's nothing now.
Fireman does get a kill bottom on Rubik and also takes down the Spearbreaker. Drops a tip, or pardon me, Fanny tips Fireman. So bit of teamwork going on there. So if we look at team net worth, the Radiant are up by 6,000 gold. Fireman with a commanding 64 CS. If we look at net worth, approximately 1,000
Dire's
gold
bottom
over the
tower's
Venom
getting the
stats.
business.
Viper also with a strong showing, and Jug, despite having a little bit of a
Guess what's happening at
sightseeing
Dire's bottom
adventure,
tower?
is actually not only a few hundred gold behind the PA, so all in all pretty good. Carl, after
Dire's
taking that
bottom
mid tower and
got blown to
Fireman
bits.
Fandy putting pressure on this bottom lane, comes in and helps take down another tower, and there looks like they're just going to keep applying
mid
pressure.
tower could use a
Bottom
hand.
Spearbreaker is here with the darks here, but
The Dire
doesn't
best
look
do
like
something
they
about
quite
that
have
bottom
enough.
tower.
Top lane, what's going on?
Them
Storm
Dire
getting some
buildings
room
are
out of
tough as
farm.
nails for now.
He's building up.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Game has changed.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
So bottom,
Dire just
they've
couldn't save
taken
that
2
bottom
towers.
tower.
So 3 towers down thus far for Dire, without any return. Pretty strong early game coming out here so far from Dire. Zaw just gonna sit here, get some XP. So one spell that I mentioned in the draft was Bad Juju, which reduces cooldowns per level by 20, 40, 50%. Harm reduction in a 900 AoE, which, as you see as coming over here, is pretty much, if Zaw can see a hero, they're gonna get
Dire's
affected
top
by the
tower.
damage reduction. Bottom lane, they initiate really, really hard on this fan illusion. So, apt voice line coming out from Fandy, so it's pretty good. Dazzle might be in trouble up top. Carl just too far away to end a spell. By Strike or Poison attack. He still hasn't taken any points in
Dire's
Nether
top
Toxin.
tower's getting beat down.
So as I was mentioning, the draft Nether Toxin is probably the best spell against the Phantom
Dire
Assassin,
might wanna
as it
mine the top
negates
tower.
her blur passive. Carl getting charged on top of Zaw does provide the vision he needs, but still gonna get the charge off, but not gonna do much. As I was saying, the bash is now based on movement speed, so bashing with the Darkseer does rebound to the Poison Cut. Lift coming up from Rubik, stuns too.
Killing
The
spree.
Critter is going to fall standing in the Nether Toxin puddle. Sanding has a blink dagger already. Blink stuns up.
Killing
Rubik.
spree.
Rubik's going to fall as well.
Ownage.
So Fireman showing off his pretty goodies from that
The Dire
from
might
the
want
bottom
to
lane.
mine
Carl's
that
just
tower
taking the
last
top tower.
tower.
Spearbreaker is charging Fireman.
mid
Fireman
tower's
hasn't
coming
gone too far.
apart.
He's gonna need stun off. He's gonna get the epicenter up. He's
Dominating
just gonna
performance.
take down
Hello,
the Storm
this is
Spirit.
Gabe
So
Newell. Thanks for playing Dota
went
2.
in pretty deep. But
Double kill.
was able to get the kill, and it looks like with his whole team
No
behind
breaking
him,
through the
they're
Dire
just gonna take
structures for now.
another tier 2 tower with outmatched response. So
Dire's top
Opal
tower.
God seems to be having a bit of trouble pushing back the team potential push. So
Dire's lost
4
the top
towers
tower.
down by the 15-minute mark, 2 sets of tier 2s, and as the line drawn from Zaw indicates, 5 towers. Their next
Trouble brewing.
focus is
Bottom
on that
tower.
mid lane to see if they can't get that tier 2. Bounty runes at the 15-minute mark look like they're gonna go 2 bounty runes apiece. PA looks like she's farming for a Battle Fury. Still quite far away from it, about 2,500, or I guess 1,500 gold if we count it for an inventory.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
Have to see if that was the right item choice, or
Have
if
fun trying to
Atento
bust
don't
down
just run
Radiant
over
structures now.
her before she becomes relevant. Dandy very deep under the tower, but he does have Zaw behind him. Stun comes out onto the best here. Poison Touch comes out, but Darkseer's gonna run
The
away.
Dire couldn't hang on to that mid
They
tower.
take tier 2 tower mid, so that's all the outer towers gone for low prio gods and Fireman. They're just gonna start going top lane. The wall gets dropped by the Darkseer. Charge comes in, but Robert's gonna wise get out. That Spirit Breaker is just hit level 5 at the 16 mark. That is quite shocking to me. And potential gonna back off a bit, or actually gonna fake back. They're gonna pop the smoke. They back a little bit. Carl's gonna be left unsmoked, so he's gonna be the bait. The Fireman does have his blink there. He does have epicenter backup. Let's see if low prow gods take the bait. Rubik steals poison attack, I believe. Oh, sorry, nether toxin. So he has the ability to disable some passives now, but potential. It looks like they're gonna get some cold feet about the fake back, and they're just gonna back directly into Roshan. I don't think, or Dire does scan them, so they are aware that it's happening. They don't have vision. Rubik getting a D ward here, but I don't know. Saw is by himself. He could be charged in on by the Spirit Breaker, which could then provide low prow gods with a vision inside the pit that they need, but looks like they're not quite quick enough. Looks like this is just going to test the door shot. Before they take the Aegis and look to push high ground with this. Major items. Also, it looks so. And Glimmer Cape, a Guardian Greaves coming out on the, and go for it almost has a Mantis. So pretty. And Carl's going for a Manta of his own, so got some illusions to be able to get out of the slow.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right
or
now.
potentially just dodge or
What's with all the scribbling?
get out of some charges or bashes. So we're just finding a couple D words. So vision for the Radiant. Zaw only has a single ward on him. Right now he doesn't really place to where. Place it here. So they don't have any vision to go high ground, which could pose a problem. They do. PA has completed her battle fury, so that's an okay timing. Wall gets dropped defensively, but that's pretty high cooldown, and it means that potentially can just look to rotate to a which what they're doing. PA is pushing out bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
Was using blur, so gotten down here without Radiant acting it without
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
But it looks like potential doesn't
Dire's mid tower won't
does
last
have a
much
TP,
longer.
so she can get back.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's
But
bottom
this
tower.
tower is at half HP. Storm very scared to commit. He doesn't have any items.
Hope the Dire
Getting
weren't
close to
partial.
Maya.
Radiant lost one of them
Cast
bottom
Sand as
towers.
well. Vacuum just to create like Kate does TP back. The dagger coming in onto the coming out so they just charge with on
Dominating, I guess.
at the center. And another toxin does take down the Spear Breaker and the Darkseer. The Spear Breaker does buy back immediately, but it looks like they're getting at this Rax dagger coming out onto 4-4, but 4-4 is very strong. Saw 7 seconds, or yeah, 7 seconds for a deal, so he can just keep banging them out unless
Dire's mid-range.
low pro gods can get to the back line and take him out. Dog's just gonna have a field day charging or healing up his team and keeping them alive. So potential got lane Rax and they're gonna instantly retreat, grab this Ryan, and meanwhile Carl's gonna go push in the lane, so Carl's gonna probably push it up here. Team grab the down room, and then they still have A for Pro can respawn in 4 minutes. So I think they still have Aegis for another minute or so. So it could be worthwhile for Team Potential to
I'll take your
try to organize a second high ground push on this Aegis. Storm has now completed his Kaya, so that's an item that will provide him with a little bit of mobility in fights, but he's still woefully behind compared to the Viper. Almost Viper's over double his net worth, so definitely did not do well in that matchup. And yeah, Fireman showing that his move to the off lane really was just an illusion. He still wants to play position 1, given his position bottom level farm on the Sand King. They're gonna go for the high ground speed. AD2L fires in about 1 minute. Walls placed, gonna back in. So triple vacuum. It is going to level 1 wall, so it doesn't do that much. The tower just falls.
Radiant's top tower's in bad
Steel
shape.
spin, but still force is hitting on the tower.
The Radiant
Dark
got
Seer's
one
there.
less top
He is
tower.
still just desperately trying to push something. So
The
got
Dire's
top
bottom
tower,
rat's got
and not a lot.
problems.
Poison that is coming out
No
onto the
breaking
Dark Seer.
down the
Dark
Radiant
Seer's falling
structures like
low,
this.
and
They're
Viper's
unstoppable.
down.
Oh no.
Poison attack. Viper's right on to the Spearmaker.
That was a real monster kill.
Spearmaker
More than
died.
2 kills,
No
but
buyback.
less than 4
And
kills.
Storm also dies. Buyback from the Dark Seer. Omni slash
Oh, no.
onto the Rubik's gonna fall. Then steal of the Omni slash from the Rubik, but oh shit, that's bad. Rubik, Omni slash now. Waver doesn't usually reduce Rubik's attack damage. Then comes out from 204. That's 2 lanes rats. Aegis now reclaimed, and they're just gonna go straight for
Dire's mid
tier
tower could use a
4.
little head. Dire
P8
couldn't hang on to
desperately
that
trying
mid
to
tower.
force Team Potential back, but
Radiant's top tower's
hence
hurt.
Fireman, their bad manner of playing this down, assassin with the chips. This is pretty dire of a game.
The
Yeah,
Radiant
it's
lost
gonna
the
take-
top tower. It's sundown for the Dire's ancient light. The fur's flying at Radiant's
I'm
top
gonna stall
rags.
him. Game's over.
Ownage.
Well, Prio gods have called to the yeah, so Team Potential takes game 1. Back in a little bit for game 2 of this best of 3 series.
Veiled sisters sent me.